Cheers, thanks. Thanks so much. Yeah, we are LYFT. We're all on the Newcastle folk degree. And that was a set of tunes we put together just this week. They're really fun. The first one was The Little Beggar Man, and the second one was £50 Cashback. We're going to follow that with another set of tunes. The first is E-Wing by Mike Vass, and the second is Wrong Foot Forward. Please enjoy.
Acoustic instruments don't like this.
It's bloody cold. Thanks.
Oh, this is on. Great. Thanks very much. We're going to carry on with the song now. Liz is going to sing a song called The Witch of the Westmoreland. It's by Archbishop. Yeah, hope you enjoy.
Shield, and cruel were the ravens' cries that feasted on the field, saying, "Beck, water cold and clear will never clean your wound. There's none but the maid of the winding mere can make thee ailm soon. So course well, my brindled hounds, and fetch me the mountain hare, whose coat is as grey as the west water, as white as the lily fair, who said green moss and heather lands will never staunch the flood. There's none but the witch of the Westmorelands can save thy dear life's blood." Turn your stallion's head till his red mane flies in the wind, and the rider of the moon goes by and the bright star falls behind. And clear was the paling moon when his shadow passed him by. Below the hill was the brightest star when he heard the howler cry, saying, "Why do you ride this way, and wherefore came you here? I seek the witch of the Westmorelands that dwells by the winding mere." Then fly free your good grey hawk to gather the golden rod, and face your horse into the clouds above yon gay green wood. Water and the misty Brakefern way, till through the cleft of the Kirkstane Pass the winding water lay. He said, "Lie down, my brindled hound, and rest, my good grey hawk, and thee, my steed, may graze thy fill, for I must dismount and walk. But come when you hear my horn, and answer swift the call, for I fear ere the sun will rise this morn you may serve me the best of all." And it's down to the water's brim he's borne the round shield, and the golden rod he has cast in to see what the lake might yield. Rose she from the lake, and fast and fleet gait she, one half the form of a maiden fair, with a jet black mare's body. So course well, my brindled hounds, and fetch me the jet black mare. Stoop up and strike, my good grey hawk, bring me the maiden fair. She said, pray, sheath thy silvery sword, lie down thy round shield, for I see by the briny blood that flows you've been wounded in the field. She's bound his wounds with the golden rod, full fast in her arms he lay, and he is risen hale and soon at the sun high in the day. She said, ride with your brindle hound at heel, and your good grey hawk in hand. There's none that can harm the knight who's lain with the witch of the Westmoreland.
Now we're going to play 3 tunes. The first one is Christmas Eve March, and it's a traditional Irish one. And then we'll play Lexi McCaskill's by John McCaskill and Goat Island Reel.
thanks very much. We're going to finish off now with a tune called The Iron Bell. It's an English folk tune. We've, for the arrangement of this, we arrange all of our tunes ourselves in some way, shape or form, but for the arrangement of this one we've kind of taken inspiration from a band called LYFT, who just learn all the tunes and then on the night just kind of wing it and see what happens. So yeah, it's very bare bones, but we'll end when we'll end. But yeah, we just want to say massive thanks to everyone who works here, and thanks to Alyssa and Will for having us. As I understand it, we're quite an unusual sight as folk students here, so you've been very welcoming and very accommodating, so thank you. Massive thank you to you guys. Massive thank you to Naomi as well for opening up, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the other bands. So yeah, have a good night. Hello.
Thanks very much. Thanks so much.